Hi learners, how are you? As you can see from the title of this video, we are talking about productivity. It's been a while we had a productivity video, so let's go ahead and dive in. So how do you have a productive day? So we look at practical bits of how we can actually divide our day to ensure that it's productive. But just as an introduction, I would say that productivity is not about having 47 items on our to-do list. No, it's about having just three, three items that you can do fully, achieve results from it, have something to show for it, and even within like a specific time frame. So if you decide you're doing something for 4 hours, that within that period of time you're done with it, you have some results to show for it. That's what productivity is about. And before I knew any of these things, I'm the kind of person who would draw a lot of joy from seeing my to-do list filled with items. It would make me feel like I've achieved something, but at the end of the day I would end up accomplishing maybe 4 items, and of course what comes with that is a lot of discouragement. And now something that I've really come to embrace is that having a work-life balance should be a top priority for a productive day. What is that saying, that work without play makes Jack a dull boy? It's actually true. You need to balance every aspect of your life within that day, because you are the one who is carrying every other thing. You're the one who is carrying the career person, you're the one who is carrying the mom person, it's you is carrying a wife, it's you is carrying a charmer if you are in one. All these things are on you, so you need to balance them out within the course of the day for that day to be productive. That's what I think. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do and hit that thumbs up so that this video can be recommended to other people. So we'll divide our day into sections. We have the morning section, the midday, the afternoon, the late afternoon, and the evening. So those are like 5 segments. Now we get into the morning part of it, and the assumption here is that you're starting a day at 5 a.m. and then ending at 8 p.m. So let's divide those hours and just see what we can do within each segment so that we can say we have a balanced day and a productive day. So we say the day starts at 5 a.m. So the morning section is going to be from 5 a.m. up to, let's say, 11ish there. And some of the things now that you can do within this segment is waking up early. So you're starting the day early so that you can allow yourself to process how the day will look like without any rush. Next thing you want to do is do some sort of routine, and this is basically up to you. How do you want a morning routine to look like? Maybe it involves journaling, it involves devotion, meditation, doing some workout. That is up to you. So take time to just do a routine, and that one will freshen you up even as you go further into the day. Then after that routine, freshen up, just to have that sense of self-control and confidence, and then come now and sit and do like a goal list for that day, or a to-do list, if you would. Do a to-do list for that day. That can happen when you're taking breakfast. So you see that kind of integration. It's not just about work, you're also taking care of your physical health. So you're taking breakfast while coming up with how that day will look like, getting into the details, the nitty-gritties of that day. And after that is done, set like a 1.5 hour time block where you do deep work. You're taking time to focus on those high priority tasks, those things that need a lot of energy, a fresh mind. Take time and do those tasks. By the time all this is done, you're getting into your midday section of the day, right? And midday is between now 11ish to 1 around that period. And now we are taking a break here. We are taking a bit of a break, not the entire period, but a bit of it, maybe 20 minutes, taking time to relax, walking around, making maybe a coffee or something to drink. That will help you to recharge. And then afterwards, return back to work. Do a second priority task. Take time and focus on something. Even if it's just 40 minutes, focus on that second priority task. Remember to stay focused and avoid a lot of distractions during that period. That's what the break was for you to check maybe a WhatsApp message here and there, for you to check an Instagram post. That's what the break was for. But when you come back to work, deep focus. Then after that, of course, you want to have lunch. Prepare a nutritious meal for yourself just to recharge and refuel you for the next sections of the day. After lunch, you can enjoy a 15 minutes walk if you are into that kind of thing, or something just to keep your body moving, especially if you're constantly seated throughout the working period. If that's how your work looks like, take time to walk so that your body is active. We are now into the afternoon segment of the day. This is between 1 to 3 p.m. And by the way, this is totally dependent on how your day will look like. You know, there are hours for your day. For us, our day was starting at 5 to 8. So now we are assuming the afternoon comes between 1 and 3 p.m. And we are coming back now with some energy because we've had lunch, right? So you dive right into it. Set a time block for now deep focus again of work. You take time to see some of the tasks that are remaining, those small tasks that you can check off. This is the time to do that. Something else that can come in this section is doing things like communications, emails, meetings, because they are not taking up the busiest part of the day, like the earlier part of the day, which involves a lot of deep focus and a lot of energy. So you set communications towards the afternoon parts of the day. Late afternoon, we are doing pretty well. These are hours between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. This is our time to wrap up. We are beginning to wrap up work. So you're taking time to review what you've accomplished, some of the adjustments you can make for that day. Prepare a to-do list for tomorrow if you can, set priorities. At least have a rough idea, because you will still do it in the morning, right? So at least have a rough idea of how tomorrow can look like. Maybe identify some of the things that are pending that you can carry forward to the next day. And it's okay if some things from the afternoon section spill into the late afternoon. Once we are done with that, we move into the evening hours. That is usually between 5 p.m. and now 8 p.m. when our day should be ending, right? And some things to consider in this segment is that we are winding down our day. So you pick something that will not take up your mental energy, reading a book, spending time with family and loved ones, cooking your favorite meal, just doing things that will balance out everything else you've been doing within the course of the day. You can also take time to reflect and plan just to boost your personal growth. See the things that you need to be adjusting, some choices you need to be making. All that can come in your evening section of the day. And that's basically how a productive day looks like, because you see, the day is balanced. You've taken time to spend with loved ones, you've taken time to work on your job, and to do the things that really matter, to communicate with friends during those short breaks. So you're living a very balanced life. Taking time to walk as well, because you need that physical activity. Now, for all these things to happen, there are a couple of guidelines, if you can say, for you to keep in mind. And the first thing is to obviously determine when your day starts and when it ends. For us, we picked 5 to 8. For you, it could be 6 to 10. It's up to you, really. And then after that, identify distractions for that day. Some of the things that would take your focus away from work, identify them and then get rid of them. And then if you can, plan your meals in advance so that you're saving that lunch hour. You're not spending all of it cooking a meal. So this would look like preparing a lot of dinner so that you can take it as lunch for the next day, or doing a meal prep over the weekend. It's up to you. Try also and have a standard morning routine so that you're not incorporating new things every morning. Have something standard for your morning routine. That way you get to actually estimate. I usually take 1 hour for my morning routine. You see, that's easier for you to plan. And then if you can, have an overview of how that month will be looking like so that there are no surprises during the week. Then the last thing is to plan for how you recover for emergencies. Maybe something took your time during the day and it was an emergency that you couldn't say no to. So plan in advance plan how you're going to recover that time. It can be during the weekend, plan how you can recover it. That's it for today. I hope you'll have a productive day moving forward. If you're watching this in the morning or if you're watching in the afternoon, it can be something for you to practice tomorrow, okay? Thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and see you in the next one. Bye.